Hello, welcome to our channel. I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Melanie.
And today is round 3 of our Battle of the Blenders, and we're making broccoli cheese soup.
And due to technical difficulties, for the first part of the video, we're going to be doing a voiceover for you because our audio disappeared. It does reappear later in the video, so don't worry, it will be normal in a little bit.
In one corner, we have the Instant Pot Ace blender.
And in the other corner, we have the red Vitamix Creation series.
The Instant Pot blender has a heating element in it, and so it actually takes time to come up to temperature, and it cooks the food right in there. And we put raw vegetables, all of them raw, right into the blender.
The Vitamix, on the other hand, cooks by friction, so I had to steam the broccoli before I put it into the blender. So everything that's going in is raw except for the broccoli.
So now we're going to put our vegetables into the blender. We start with, I think it was a carrot and some celery and an onion, a raw onion, right?
That is it. And I started with the broccoli.
We started separately, did it a little differently. And then we're going to put in, I'm going to put in the broccoli next, I presume. And I just kind of filled it up to the top. I think the recipe originally called for maybe 4 cups, which I could never fit in there. It's closer to 2 cups, I think, of broccoli. But really, I just do it to the top.
And I definitely do it to the very top. As you'll see in just a moment. Next, I'll be putting in the cheese right on the very top of my pile of blender stuff.
I will not be putting in the cheese because the heating element makes the cheese stick to the bottom. And now we're adding the water, but the recipe calls for broth. We just forgot to actually buy some, so we'll just add some salt to compensate.
Yes, and as far as the Vitamix goes, you really should put the water in first, and I just forgot. So here I go with the cheese, and then we will almost be ready to start blending.
So to start my blender, there's actually a soup button. And if you push it once, you get to level 2. And level 2 makes it cream and silky and smooth. Level 1, I think if you push it a second time, I've not done that yet, but it gives it a little more texture. I just like it so much this way that I haven't done that. So you push the button, which I just did there, and then it counts down a few minutes, and then it starts, and you just kind of wait. Checking on my progress. All's good. So here we are just at the 3-minute mark, and you can see that the texture looks like it's all gone, and it's finishing up its blending, and it's counting down super quickly. And here we go, right at the end, and we are at 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. We have soup. We have the cream. Now you see what soup we have. I usually add some in here, and then I put some in when I eat it. Cheese in there. This is super hot, it will melt. Like this. And then put it on medium. Just let it do its thing for a minute. It's hot.
All right, now it's the Vitamix's turn. Here we go. And Lizzie, if you will come over here and do the honors. So as you can see, the Instant Pot has a definite advantage over my Vitamix because my Vitamix has a much smaller container and I didn't anticipate that. So we're going to figure this out and I'll get back to you in just a moment. Lizzie and I came up with a solution for this. We're going to do half of the soup now. So I put in half of the cream and then we're going to do the other half next. Here we go. Steaming.
This took longer than we thought, as evidenced by the fact that it's like almost nighttime outside.
It's dark.
It's dark. So, and we actually pre-tasted them, but we're going to do it for you as well. Let's go ahead and taste yours first or mine first.
Oh, let's taste mine first.
All right, this is the Vitamix.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Her son did not mind it. It just doesn't taste. It needs more cooking time.
It needs to be cooked more.
Right, so we thought hers would be done in 5 minutes. We did about 12 minutes on this so far.
Yeah, we did 12 minutes, and well, you'll see. You saw the overflow.
Couple times, yeah.
It turned out to be quite a disaster, and I've never made broccoli cheese soup in the Vitamix, and I am going to try again. Oh, but it was an interesting experience, and it's not cooked yet. It's
Right.
really not cooked. I think to make it actually work, I would need to saute the onions first. I steamed the broccoli, but I put everything else in raw. I think having the carrots and celery raw would be fine.
Right.
But the onion,
It's really strong.
So overpowering.
Really, it's so overpowering.
Oh, it's really overpowering. You should have seen our faces when we tasted it after 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was really bad.
It was nasty.
gross. For the Instant Pot blender, it takes time for the temperature to come to speed. And if you notice it was in Celsius, you can switch it to Fahrenheit, but it defaults back each time, and I don't really care what the temperature is. But like the Instant Pot pressure cooker, it comes up to temperature, and then the timer starts, which is about 22 minutes. So from start to finish is about 45 minutes, and we will taste.
Yes.
A little bit of cheese. Not hot anymore, but it's really good. All the vegetables are cooked. They were raw when they went in.
It's so good.
It's really good.
It is so good, guys. So clear winner.
So that was it then. So the two blenders are basically at a draw because the first was a tie.
Yeah.
Our second one, which was the smoothie, definitely went to the Vitamix, and the Ace Instant Blender got the soup.
Yep.
And this has been a lot of fun.
It really has. Really enjoyed it. I think my favorite part was when the blender overflowed.
It was really funny. Twice, actually.
Yes, twice. It
But it was good
happened
stuff.
twice.
Please be sure and subscribe. Push that little button. Hit the notification bell right next to it.
Yes, and give us a like, a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
We would really appreciate it. Any comments that you have, any disasters that you've had with your blenders, that
Or
would
tips.
be,
On how to make it work better. How to
Yes,
do better with the
please.
Vitamix on that one. We'd love to hear that.
Please.
And-
But blender disasters, I'd really love to hear about. That would be fun.
And look for us on Instagram and Twitter
And Facebook.
We are everywhere.
We're everywhere.
And we will see you again soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we did it.
2 in the pot in one day.
A lot of work, but that was good.
And 1 pot of edibles.